guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for watching. Today, we're gonna be talking about a tanning routine. This is seriously the only one that you will ever need to follow to get an amazing tan. So if you're looking for a staple tanning routine, watch this video. So today, I'm gonna take you through exactly how I tan. So I first wanna start by talking about pre-tanning and kind of what to do to get ready for a tan. So you always want to make sure that any part of your body that you shave, that you would want shaven before you tan, you do it either 2 days before or 3 days before. I don't like to shave the same night that I'm tanning. I feel like your pores are, I don't know if the correct term, I'm not a dermatologist, but I feel like your pores are almost open. And then you get those little black dots all over your legs. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. So I always do it either 2 days before or 3 days before I tan. Okay, so after I have shaved, the night before I tan, I like to exfoliate. So you can do this in the shower. You can do it with an actual exfoliating mitt, which I have one, or just use a regular washcloth. You don't need anything fancy. You can use kind of like a scrub or a tanning remover. So I really like the SoSu tanning remover. I like the Bondi Sands one. Any of them will work. You just want to scrub your old tan off or any dead skin cells that you can get off. Exfoliating is super important, especially if you have an old tan. Or if you just have dry skin or live in a dry climate in general, you want to get all that dead skin off so that the tanner does not cling to it. But basically, you just want your skin to be as clean and fresh as possible. So go ahead and exfoliate, and then you're going to shower. And then once you get out of the shower, I always apply this lotion. To my elbows, I will do it to my knees, to my feet, to my hands. I also will put it kind of like in the crevice of my armpits, which I think will know what I'm talking about. If you've ever seen somebody with self-tan and it's like super dark in their armpits, putting a little bit of lotion in that area helps as well. So that is a trick. But of course, all of the other spots that get super dry, like your elbows and your knees, I put this on right when I get out of the shower. Any lotion will work. This is just the one that I like. Now on to the tanning part. So if you've seen any of my other videos, you will know that I currently have a favorite self-tanner, which is So this is the SoSu Suzanne Jackson Dripping Gold Luxury Tanning Ultra Dark Mousse. So like I said, if you've seen my videos, you know how much I love this tan. If you are interested in hearing like a full on review, make sure to check out the only self-tanner you will ever need video. I have 2 of them and I will link them down below for you guys. But just kind of to run over the basics, this is a red undertone self-tanner. So if you like an olive-based self-tanner or a violet, this is not gonna be that. This is a red undertone, which is super rare to find in a self-tanner. And I think that it makes, personally, my skin look super bronzed, and it is my favorite. So the first step that I do, grab any mitt, like I said, with the exfoliating mitts or the self-tan removers. Any of them will work. I do happen to like this one by Bondi Sands. It's the comfiest. I know that sounds weird because you're wearing it on your hand, so it doesn't really matter. But it's like super velvety and just easy to work with. So you can find these anywhere. But where I start with my self-tanner is my legs. This is the Bali Body Self-Tanning Mousse. This is the Ultra Dark. I love this one. It has an olive kind of gray based undertone, but I love to mix this with the red based. I think that it adds just a little bit extra darkness. So for every 4 pumps of the Dripping Gold, I use 1 pump of the Bali Body. So I start at my shins and I will go up my whole entire leg, making sure to get the front and the back of my leg. I will go up onto my bum and then a little bit on my lower back. So the next step that I do is my back. I'm really weird about feeling like icky and sticky, so I'd rather do my back so that when I have it all on, it's not like touching each other, but you can do it however you want. So I go from my legs to my bum to my back, and then I will come back and do my stomach and my chest and my arms. And then last I will do my hands and my feet. So I know that hands and feet are a super tricky subject for anyone, and me included. Trust me, it's a difficult area. Everything's super dry there. And on top of that, I live in a very dry climate, so that does not help the situation. But what I will tell you that helps is, like I said, after you get out of the shower, moisturize with this, and then do it again on your hands and your feet right before you tan. So right now, just add a couple pumps, put it all over your hands, put it all over your feet and your ankles. And don't forget about the back of your foot too. So on the back of your ankle is a place that's easy to forget about, but that is super dry. And if you're wearing a cute dress or have heels on and you've got like big patchy things where you forgot to tan, it doesn't look the best. So focus on that area. Don't forget about that. But something that's super helpful is a foundation brush, or any sort of like I like the almost like flat top brush. You can see it's green from Tanner. But I like to do this. So what I'll do is I will lotion my hands and my feet, and then I'll take another drop of this. So I'll put it on my hand, and then I will add, I only use this on my hands and my feet. I don't use the Bali Body. I just don't feel like you need that much. And I'll take the smallest little pump of the SoSu, and I will, if you can see, just kind of like paint on my whole hand. And then when you get to your fingers, you want to like not do them super straight, or the creases won't get tanned. So just kind of relax your hand and then just paint, whatever you want to call it, all over. And then make sure you're getting like the sides of your fingers, and then this section as well. So you want to make sure that you're blending from your arm to your hand super evenly. So I just usually go up the sides here, and then again with the side of your palm, you want to just kind of diffuse that to make it softer. And then right here on your wrist is where it can look really weird. So I always take the tan that's left on here and just kind of drag it up to the top of my hand. I know that sounds super extensive and a little bit picky. You don't have to do that. You really can just take the leftover that's on your mitt and put it on your hands. And sometimes when I'm lazy, I do that too. But if you have like a wedding or a super special event and you want to make sure it looks really flawless, use this. So same thing with your feet in this. You just want to buff it in, you know, super precisely. Make sure you're going on the back of your foot, around kind of the bottom of your foot, so that it doesn't look like you have a super pale foot and then there's a drastic line. So just buff it out. And then I always go over when it's a little bit dried. So I'll let my hands sit while I'm doing my feet, and then I'll just kind of go like this with the side that doesn't have tan on it, just again to blend it in. So I think just like putting on makeup and foundation, it's really, really just about blending it and making it look cohesive and all together. So with this tan, and then of course this one mixed in, I really think that it is like foolproof. It's like, I don't really see how you can mess it up. With the color that it is, it's just a super nice color. It's not gonna be streaky, it's not gonna be green. You're not gonna have any of those problems with this tan. And like I said, if you just wanna start with the SoSu, this is my #1 recommended tan. You don't have to use this. I just think it adds a little extra darkness. So if you're new to this, or if you're not experienced in it, just start with the SoSu. So I do have it on. This would be day 1 after tanning. Usually I put 2 coats on. I don't have 2 coats on right now, but as you can see, it's just a super pretty natural looking tan, and I think that's what I love about it. People ask if I've been on vacation, and with some self-tanners, I think you can kind of tell it's a self-tanner. That's not really the look I'm going for. Another thing that I love about this product is its lasting power. So a few of you have asked me, you know, how long it lasts, and it lasts about a week. So I will say, I know I told you guys about how to get your skin prepped for a tan. I think it's also just as important of how you care for a tan. So that being said, after you tan, you want to shower off in the morning, or you know, whenever you do it, you could do it in the morning and shower off at night. I keep mine on personally for 8 hours, and then I shower off. After I do shower, I moisturize. This is so important, guys, especially if you don't want the tan to come off patchy. If you want it to last longer, you have to take care of the tan. So I personally only moisturize once a day. If you could do it twice a day, do it. It's super important for how long your tan lasts, and I think that's something that people forget about, or we get lazy. I get it, I do it too, but I think if you want it to last, that's super, super important. So it's just as important of what you do before and after the tan as the products only work the best that they can when you're doing everything that would give the tan the opportunity to look good. So guys, it's really just as simple as that. I hope that this helped you if you are someone that's newer to tanning, or you are a little bit scared to try it. Again, this is just my way of doing it. There's so many ways of doing it. You don't have to go in the same order that I do. You don't have to even use the same products. But I think having the proper before care and the proper after care will give you a much better outcome and a much better result, so that we don't have to damage our skin in the sun. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is something I have been wanting to do for a long time. If you haven't watched my other self-tanning videos, be sure to check those out. I will link them down below. I really appreciate you guys watching, and there are a lot more self-tanning videos to come, so make sure you hit that big red subscribe button. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, love you.